I started surfing when I was 26. And if you are thinking about learning how to surf in your late 20, 30, 40, or even later, I need to tell you something. You are probably completely worried about the wrong thing. I think my biggest problem would be the stand up, but it wasn't. Nobody told me how much time I spent falling, scared and frustrating about slowing progress, or how catching one tiny wave could completely change my entire week. And 5 years later, after surf competition, surf trip, and own way many surfboard, and I still have the day that I feel complete beginner. There are 7 things I really wish someone had told me when I started. I didn't grow up surfing. I wasn't one of those kids who start at 5 years old and naturally understand the ocean. I start at 26. And honestly, at that age, start something completely new, feel different. When you're a kid, you fall down and you just try again. When you are adult, you fall down and your brain start having a full meeting. Am I too old? Why is everyone better than me? Why did that 10 years old just catch the better wave? And probably the worst one. Maybe I'm just not made for this. But looking back now, start surfing later become one of the best things that ever happened to me. Not because I become an amazing surfer. I didn't. I'm still learning every single session, but surfing changed the way I see myself, my body, fear, failure, friendship, and honestly life. So if you are starting later, here are the things nobody really tells you. Number 1. Getting better at surfing make absolutely no sense. This used to frustrate me so much because as an adult, we used to progress being measurable. You study something, you understand more. You go to the gym, you're getting stronger. But surfing has another variable. The wave different, the tide is different, the wind is different, and your body is different, and your surfing is different too. I wish someone had told me that a bad session didn't mean you're getting worse. Sometimes you're simply surfing harder conditions. Progress in surfing look more like this. One day you feel amazing. You're catching wave, your timing feels good. You think, oh my god, I finally understand surfing. Then you come back the next day and suddenly you cannot catch anything. You start wondering if yesterday was a dream. So don't judge your progress by one session. Just it's over 1 month, maybe even years. Number 2, being fit doesn't automatically make surfing easy. Surfing has a very specific way to humble you. You can run, you can go to the gym, you can do yoga, and then you paddle for 10 minutes, and suddenly your arm asking,
what exactly are we doing here?
Surfing uses your body in a way that normal daily life doesn't. Paddling, balancing, reading the wave, reacting quickly, holding your breath when you wipe out, and doing all of that while the ocean is constantly moving underneath you. When I start, I underestimate how physical exhausting just getting into the position could be. Sometimes you haven't even caught any wave yet, and you are already tired. So, if you are struggling physically as a beginner, don't immediately think you are not fit enough. Your body is learning something completely new. Give it time. 3. Being a better surfer doesn't mean you stop being scared. I used to think experienced surfers were fearless. They're not. They just understand they fear better. When I start, almost everything feels scared. A wave that looked tiny from the beach suddenly looked huge when I was sitting in front of it. Then, as I improved, the wave that used to scare me become normal. But guess what? You find new things to be scared of. Bigger wave, crowded line-ups, reef, competition, getting caught inside, trying a new surf spot. Fear doesn't disappear. Your relationship with fear changes. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things surfer has taught me. Courage isn't feeling comfortable. Sometimes courage is being scared and paddling anyway. And this is important. There is also a difference between challenging yourself and putting yourself into the condition that you are not ready for. You don't have to prove anything to the ocean. Number 4. The coolest surfboard is not always the best surfboard for you. I learned this through owning quite a few surfboards. When I starting, it's easy to look at experienced surfer and think, I want to surf like that. So you want their board. But the board that look cool might actually make learning much harder. More volume, more stability, more wave, more time actually standing up usually mean more opportunities to improve. Eventually, I discovered that I generally love longboarding. Not because it's easier. Longboarding has its own challenging, but because I love the feelings. The slow pace, the style, the glide, and the kind of wave I enjoy. Finding the right surfboard isn't about choosing the board that make you look like the surfer you want to be. It's choosing the board that helps you enjoy the surfer you already are. There will always be someone better than you. I used to look at the better surfer and think, why can't I do that? But I wasn't see their whole journey. Maybe they surf since their childhood. Maybe they surf every day. Maybe they caught 1,000 more waves than me. Comparing your chapter 1 to someone else chapter 20 is pointless. Now I try to watch good surfer differently. Instead of thinking I'm terrible, I think, what can I learn from that? The ocean is much more fun when everyone around you become inspiration instead of competition. Number 6. Sometimes you not surf badly. The waves are just bad. This sounds obvious now, but as a beginner, I blame myself for everything. But eventually, you understand that surfing is a partnership between you and the condition. Some days are perfect for you, some days are not. A good surfer doesn't only know how to surf, they learn when to surf, where to sit, which wave to choose, and sometimes when to stay on the beach. Learning to read the ocean is part of learning to surf. And honestly, I think this takes much longer than learning stand up. And number 7. This is probably the most important thing I've learned. You don't need to be good at surfing to deserve enjoy surfing. Some session I catch many waves, some session maybe 2. Sometimes the waves are terrible. Sometimes I fall. Sometimes I paddle out with a big expectation and come back with absolutely nothing impressive to show you. But if I laugh, if I spend time with people I love, if I feel the ocean underneath me, was that really a bad session? I used to measure surfing, how well I perform. Now I think I measure it differently. Did I have fun? Did I learn something? Did I feel alive? Because eventually I realized I start surfing because I want to get better at surfing. But somewhere along the way, surfing made my life better. Start at 26 didn't put me behind. It gave me something new at exactly time in my life when I need it. Surfing helped me become more confident. It brought new people into my life. It took me to new places. It pushed me into competition I never imagined entering. I even won a longboard competition. And trust me, the girl who started surfing at 26 definitely wasn't imagined that. But the trophy are not the parts I remember the most. I remember the random mornings, the terrible wave that somehow become great day, laughing in the light up, driving home completely exhausted, and those rare waves where everything suddenly feels quiet. That's what keep me coming back. If you're watching this because you are 30, 40, 50, or any age, and you've been thinking about learning to surf, stop asking whether you are too old. Ask yourself something else. Would learning this make my life more interesting? Would I regret never trying? Because you don't need to become amazing surfer. You don't need to complete. You don't need to surf big wave. You can surf tiny wave. You can ride a giant longboard. You can fall all day. You can catch one wave and still call yourself a surfer. And actually, that's bring me to something I've been thinking a lot lately. Social media show us so much perfect surfing, perfect wave, perfect turns, perfect surfer. But that's not what most of my surfing life look like. So instead of ending this video here, come surf with me. Just a normal surf session here in Phuket. This is what surfing actually look like for me. I start surfing and somehow become more myself. See you in the water. สวัสดีค่ะ